In today's tutorial, I am going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew this stylish Bubu Caftan dress with Asooke neckline design, side pockets and gathers around the down part. This dress was inspired by Total Naija on Instagram. This is the one I recreated. You can see how beautiful it is looking. Instead of using Asooke on the neckline design, I decided to use black fabric for the neckline design. So you can also use Asooke if you want. This is just what I want for myself. So if this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment on it, share it. This really help my algorithm a lot. If you want to see more of cutting and sewing tutorials video over here, subscribe to my channel. Without talking too much, let us dive into today's tutorial. These are the materials I'm going to be using for the making of this dress. So I'm going to be using 4 yards of Africa print. You are going to be needing about 3 yards to 4 yards to recreate your own, depending on how big you are. Then for the neckline design, you can make use of Asooke, but for me, I'm going to be making use of this black crepe material. And if you're using material, you're going to be needing about half yard for. I will go ahead and fold my fabric into two like this. After folding it into two, I will further go ahead and fold it into two like this again. So with this, I will be able to cut both the back and the front together at once. So I'll just go ahead and turn it like this. Whatever you're going to be folding, make sure it is wide enough for you to cut out your Bubu Caftan dress. So I'll go ahead and iron my fabric. After ironing it, I will mark a straight line across my fabric like this. This line is going to be serving as the shoulder line or starting line. So I'll place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark the wideness of the neckline I'm working with. I will mark 3 inches. Then for the depth, I will mark 2 inches. This is going to be serving as the back neckline. So after marking it, I'll connect the points together. Now I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I will place my tape on this point and mark the full length of this sleeve. So I mark 30 inches. Then I'll place my tape on that point I just marked here and mark my shoulder slope. I mark 1 inch. So I will connect it to the neck width. I will place my tape on the shoulder slope. I will mark the wideness of the sleeve. So I will mark 10 inches for the wideness. I will add half inch to it for joining allowance. Then I will place my tape on the shoulder line and measure from there to the point I just marked downward. Whatever I have, I will mark it on the front part like this and connect the points together. This line is going to be serving as the chest line. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will measure from there to my hip point. So from my shoulder to my hip line is 26 inches. I will mark it like this. I will also repeat the same measurement on this other side. Then I'll connect the points together. This line is going to be serving as the hip line. So I'm going to place my tape on the chest line. I will divide my bust by 4. I will mark it. My bust is 44 inches. Divided by 4 is 11 inches. So after marking it, I'll place my tape on that point I just marked. I will add extra 4 inches for ease allowance. I will divide my hip measurement by 4. I will mark it on the hip line. I will add extra 4 inches for ease allowance. I will connect from the hip line to the chest line like this. After connecting, I will curve the armhole area. So I'm going to place my tape on the hip line. I will mark 1 inch upward at the side like this. From that 1 inch, I'm going to mark 6 inches upward for the opening of the pockets. So I'm going to be cutting the pocket alongside with this dress. So I'll just go ahead and curve it like this. Then I will place my tape on the hip line. I will mark 2 inches downward. So I'll connect it like this. If you want yours to be deeper and wider, just mark what you want. So after that, I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. Just watch and see the part I'm cutting out like this, okay? After cutting it out like this, I will take this to the same machine and join the shoulders together. Before you join it, make sure the right sides are both facing each other. So I'll go ahead and sew it with half inch and sew this other side with half inch. So after sewing it, I will open up the dress like this to cut out the front neckline design. So you're going to see that the neckline is at the middle, right? So I'm going to pick the middle like this and fold it into two. Then I will arrange it properly well, making sure that they align. Then I will go ahead and iron it out. Now you can use any side as the back and any side as the front. Now I will place my tape here like this. I will measure it to the wideness of the neckline that I have here. Whatever I have in total, I will mark it on the chest line and on the hemline. After marking it, I will connect a straight line across to the neckline like this. I think what I have was about 2.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. After cutting it, I will place my tape on the hemline of the front. I will measure it to the middle of the back like this. Just go ahead and measure it round. Now whatever you get, write it down. I've gone ahead to cut out the black neckline design. So what I did is this: the piece of fabric I cut out from the front part of the gown, I went ahead to spread it on my black fabric. Then I added 1 inch, okay, as you can see, for joining allowance. Then that is it for the wideness. If you are using Asooke, do the same thing. Now for the length, I went ahead to cut out ×2 of what I measured on my dress. Remember I told you guys to write it out. So you're going to be cutting out ×2 of that measurement and add extra 3 inches to it. So I'll go ahead and fold it into two, wrong side facing each other. So after folding it, I'll go ahead and iron it out. Now there's something I want you guys to take note of. Place your tape around your neck like this and measure how deep you want the V neckline of the front part of your dress to be. Just take it around like this. So mine is about 27 inches. So after placing it around your neck, try to pull it off from your head and see if it's going to pass through your head. Whatever measurement you get, please write it down. Now I am going to open up the neckline design that I folded into two before like this. I will open it up. Then I'll go ahead and fold it into two like this again, making sure that the right sides are both facing each other. Then I'll go ahead and pin the middle together. Make sure the gator line align and pin it. After pinning it, now the measurement you took around your neckline that I told you to write down, go ahead and divide it by 2. So this is just me folding my tape into 2 to divide it. Now I'm going to place my tape at the top here, this part that is folded into 2, and mark whatever answer I got. Now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and stitch the middle from where I marked to the hem. So stitching it, this is how it look like. This is the neckline. So I'm going to pick this side like this and flip it to the other side. Then I will flip the neckline as well. This is just me folding it into 2 again the way it was before. I will just take my time and arrange it. So this is the opening of the neckline, as you can see. So once you are done, go ahead and iron it up. So this is just me ironing it for a smoother look, and if there's any error you can easily see it. So I'll go ahead and pin the sides together like this. I will pin it round. After pinning it round, I will take this to the sewing machine and I will stitch the edges round. Okay, I'll just stitch it round. So I've gone ahead to stitch it. After stitching it, I'm going to fold it into two like this and notch the middle. Then I'll also go ahead and notch the middle of the dress, the back part. After notching it, I will iron the shoulder. So before you join the neckline design on it, make sure you iron the shoulders, okay? Then I will spread it open like this. I will bring the neckline design. I will place the right side of the neckline design to the right side of the dress. Then I will pin the middle together. Okay, the middle that where I notch on the neckline design and the middle of the dress, I will pin it together. I'll go ahead and pin it around like this. Take your time and pin it around, and make sure the right side of your neckline design is facing the right side of your dress, though is going to be the right side. There's no wrong side after you use this method. So I'm going to flip the dress to the side like this and continue pinning it, okay, from one end to the other. If you are still watching at this point and you have not liked this video, please go ahead and like it, comment on it. This really helps my algorithm a lot. Now after pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine and stitch it around with 1/2 inch. After sewing it, I will go ahead and top stitch on it. Now to top stitch on it, you are going to flip all the rough edges like this towards the Ankara side. Then I will top stitch on the Ankara, not on the neckline design. No, you are going to top stitch around on the Ankara. So before you top stitch, just iron it so that it will be very easy for you to top stitch. Okay, so once I'm done top stitching on it, I will go ahead and cut out the excess around it down. Then the next thing I want to work on is the sleeve. For the sleeve, I've gone ahead to cut out the sleeve design. As you can see, the wideness that I have here is 2 inches, while for the length is very long. Okay, as you can see, it's very long. So I wanted to fold one side in with 1/2 inch, then I folded the other side in with 1/2 inch and iron it. I will bring my dress like this, the sleeve area. So I'm going to place the band on it. The right side of the band is going to be facing the wrong side of the dress. So I'm going to stitch it down with 1/2 inch. So after stitching it, this is how it look like. So I'm going to use the band to close the sewing like this and flip it to the front part of the dress. Then I'll go ahead and stitch it down like this. Okay, stitch close to the edge. After that, I'll go ahead and cut out the excess. Now after cutting out the excess, the next thing I want to do is to cut out the belt for the waist. So for the length of the belt, I think I have about 30 inches or 35 inches. Then for the wideness, I have about 2.5 inches. So I'm going to fold it into two like this, right side facing each other. I will stitch this part here with half inch and stitch it down with half inch. I will do the same thing for the second belt. So after sewing it, I turn it to the front and iron it. Now I am going to place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark from there to my half length. From my shoulder to my half length is 60 inches. I will mark 60 inches like this. So after marking 60 inches, I will bring the waist belt, making sure that this part I did not sew is facing that part where I marked. Then the belt will be facing inside the dress. Please place the belt on the right side of the dress. So I'll go ahead and pin it down. After pinning it, I will repeat the same thing for this other side. So after pinning it together, I'll go ahead and pin the belts together like this at the middle so that I will not mistakenly sew the edges to the dress. Then I will use the back part to cover the front part of the dress. I will arrange it like fold it into two, then arrange it. I will pin the sides like this. So after pinning the side, I will take this to the sewing machine. I'll go ahead and stitch it down with half inch from here to here, here to here, down like this, and take it downward like this. So I've gone ahead to stitch it as you can see, but I did not stitch one side, like I did not close this side of the dress so that I'll be able to add the gathers on it. So what I'm going to be doing now is to measure what I have around the hem part of this gown. So I'll go ahead and measure it round. So what I have is 65 inches. Whatever you get on your own dress, write it down. So I've gone ahead to cut out the piece of fabric I'm going to be using for the gathers around it down. As you can see, it's very long. So I wanted to cut out times 2 of the measurements that I took around the hem part of the gown. So whatever you get, cut out times 2 of that on your fabric. How to get the wideness of what you are going to be cutting at. Now, first of all, you are going to determine how long you want your gown to be. The full length of this gown I am making for myself is 40 inches. Now remember, for the upper part, I went ahead to measure from my shoulder to my hip point, which is 26 inches. Now I am going to minus 26 inches away from 40 inches. That is going to give me a total of 40 inches left. So the wideness that I have here is 40 inches plus 1.5 inches for joining allowance and hem allowance. So I'm going to fold the hem with half inch like this and further go ahead and fold it with half inch and stitch it down. Then after that, I will gather the top like this. So let's head over to the sewing machine and do this together. I'm going to gather my fabric using a foot called the gathering foot. So as you can see, that is what I'm currently using. Though I filmed a well detailed tutorial on how to use it, how to install it, how to get it, how it look like. As you can see, that is my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. I am currently using it to film how to use it. So I'm going to be posting the short video on my Facebook page, my new Facebook account. So make sure you follow me on Facebook. I'm going to be leaving the link of the video at the comment section and description section. Click on it to watch. So I've gone ahead to gather it. As you can see how beautiful this is looking. So I'm going to be placing the gather part to the hem part of the gown, right side facing each other. So I'll just go ahead and place it on it. Now once you place it on it, you can pin it down if you want to. So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and stitch it around with half inch. So after stitching it, I'll go ahead and sew the side together from this part here down to the down part of the gown. So after that, I went ahead to iron it, and this is the outcome of the dress, as you can see. So if this tutorial was helpful, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. This really helped my algorithm a lot. This will make YouTube to push this video to more people to see. So follow me on Facebook to watch the tutorial on how to use the gathered foot. Okay, I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.